How's this? All right. There we go. That's right, I had prepped this fight and my prep was wrong. All right. Choice band for you. Rock Tomb is fine. Let's get this battle situated. Also, how's my Nightbot doing? Pretty sure my Death's command is off. Who else died? Sand Slash? Just Sand Slash. Pretty good. Oh my dog, we are on the road again. What's up, Sil? Sorry about all the Wi-Fi issues earlier. Okay, got Surf, got Citrus Berry. I think this version of the line, let me just reset all of the damage on these mons. I gotta run this line. It's true. Sometimes they're against you. All right. And then where's my metal coat? And do I have multiple? I do. Look at me. All right. Excuse me. Starting these streams too late, but can't be fixed. Not riskless line, but pretty solid. We're gonna get my metal coat intentionally knocked off because we need it earlier in the fight. Just kind of funny. All right, here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's my 6th? That's not even 6 yet. Salamence. And yeah, Steelix has done really good work for me, and I have a very good version of it. Sand Tomb is actually valuable in mid-game. At this point, I'm keeping it because my guy is Sheer Force, so, like, this is like trying to not outplay myself. One of the ways to not forget about Sheer Force and, like, think you can get a Rock Tomb speed drop or a Bulldoze speed drop is to not have those moves. So, I intentionally did not keep Rock Tomb or Bulldoze early on, and then the set's kind of become a meme since then because I also didn't keep Explosion, and that's how I ended up with this silly Sand Tomb Magnet Rise set. I think that Sand Tomb plus Dig is a good combo. because you can sand tomb and then you can dig for a guaranteed 25%, right? So it's basically like having protect, or it's like having spiky shield. Um, and I like the dig plus sand tomb does some really nice things. Once I drop dig, sand tomb value kind of goes away, but it's still around. What's up, HSY? Amazingly, I have my team in front of me, and I cannot figure out what Pokemon I'm missing. Penguin, Turtonator. There we go, my goat Turtonator. He said you should learn from me? What should you learn from me? Because I am happy to teach. All right. Yeah, well, yeah, Cheese is very good. He, however, got that way sort of this is gonna sound insulting, sort of by accident, in that like he just kind of clicked buttons and sucked until he didn't anymore. And it's a testament to his willpower and his abilities that he did that, but most people don't. Most people who just click buttons forever until they leave the game because they don't get better. So Sil and I were talking growth mindset in her chat. For me, right, you either, like, I'm a mastery person. I want to master the AI, the game. I want control of the battles, and that for me is fun. If I don't feel like I'm improving, or I don't feel like I am challenged to the max, then the game's not fun. So like brain rot speed up for me is boring because you're not doing anything cool or unique. Like, or sorry, I shouldn't say it about you. When I'm doing brain rot speed up myself, I'm not doing anything cool or unique. I'm not learning new skills. I'm not thinking and improving. I'm just clicking buttons. That's, for me, not exciting. Well, the worry, it's not about, like, I understand that is challenging for you, but clicking buttons, ignoring the risk, to me, like, that's way more scary. If I don't know what could happen when I click a button, that terrifies me. If I am aware of what can happen and the risks, sometimes I'm really nervous because I know how risky a move is, but I take solace in the fact that I put all of my effort into making it as low risk as possible. And so over time, I've learned to come to terms with acceptable risk, and acceptable has two types. Like, it's super fictional and there's nothing else you can do about it, or there's just nothing else you can do about it. But like, hiding from problems doesn't solve it. So if you're speeding up to avoid stress, like, I mean, isn't being in perma truck stressful? It is for me. Maybe we're just different in that way. I think that here would be my advice. If you were legitimately asking me, hey, IB, how do I get better? How do I get better without breaking my own mental? Because you and I are not the same player. So if I'm looking at you and what I know about you and your play style, how do you get better? Because you're not going to become calculus calc me. I would tell you, one, change the level of your speed up. If you click a button without thinking about what can happen, you are hurting yourself. That is still true. You might think faster than I do. Cheesemo thinks faster than I do. So he can play on 2x or 4x speed and speed up through the entire early game, but he's not doing it thoughtlessly. So you can slow down without slowing down to my pace or Sill's pace. Two, I would tell you every boss fight, even Petalburg Woods Grunt. One, it's better content. People like watching the fights. So speed up getting to the fights, slow down the fights, people come watch you. Like, we are also content creators. So those are my twos. Try to, in general, only speed up to the point where your brain can process. And two, slow down the hard fights. Just the hard ones. And the hard ones doesn't mean, oh, I only speed up, I only slow down for boss fights. If you struggled to cook a fight, play it slowly. If you have 4 hard counters in a fight with 3 mons, yeah, go ahead, speed right through it. It's riskless. Don't spend the mental energy on it. There you go. There's my coaching point of the day. All right. Let's get this line going, because I only have so many fights cooked, but I would like to do them. Or there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, I'm not trying to master the game. I do just want to go have fun and click buttons. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But I get frustrated when people who do that complain that they're not doing well in the game. The game is not designed for you to thoughtlessly beat it. So if you want to beat the game, you got to think. You got to work. If you just want to click buttons, cool. Enjoy Truck forever. You might accidentally get out every once in a while, but probably not. It's hard to brain off get through this game. Hello, Jay. Hello. All right, so here's the plan. Turn 1, Empoleon clicks Surf, brings Crustle down the Sash, takes an Earthquake, but probably not. It probably gets a Shell Smash. After Shell Smash, let's just assume everybody's boosted. After Shell Smash or after Earthquake crit plus Citrus, doesn't matter. None of this matters. It's always Earthquake on turn 2. We go to Crobat. Crobat outspeeds +2 Crustle. We KO with U-turn. On the U-turn, we go to Salamence. What's up, Mo? All right, Salamence is the thing that has to be perfect this fight. Where is this line? I've cooked this like 4 different times with poison and or toxic, so I have to figure it out. Um, 116 regular poison is what my thing says. Yes, Sill. All right, so Mence is 269 HP. Sorry, I'll do this at the end. So sorry, we go to pre-toxic Mence. Mence with Choice Band does some pretty nice stuff for us. It shows fast kill to Turtonator. It shows fast kill to Teapot. It doesn't show fast kill to Smeargle because of Focus Sash. Nothing shows fast kill to Shuckle. Shuckle is unkillable but doesn't outdamage me ever. So what we want to do is show a kill to Minior. But it's a stupid rock form. And so we have to be below 144 to show a kill. We do. So we're going to get Minior. We don't show a kill to it, a fast kill to it. I mean, Shuckle's an IB mon, right? Like, click Toxic and rest. Yeah. Sorry. So we get Minior base form. We're 116 And because of the Intimidate bug, he's actually not going to be able to do 116 damage. He's only going to be able to do 114. But we're 116 minus 1 poison tick. So 116 divided by, no, 269 divided by 8. Cannot type. 33 damage. So we're 116. We get down to 83. That seems wrong. Nah, maybe not. Yep, at 83 HP, minus 1 Stone Edge always a kill, Acrobatics sometimes a kill. We get high crit AI. This is the one risk of the fight. Steelix double crit causes problems if it's Acrobatics. But most of the time we take Stone Edge for nothing, and then we KO with Metal Coat Heavy Slam. We always take... Oh, do we not always take enough damage? No, we're fine. Earthquake. What if he misses Stone Edge and I take 30 from Earthquake? 248, 218. That is the minimum roll. So we're good. Okay. So Mence goes to Steelix. Steelix KOs Minior. Steelix is slow killed by Turtonator, barring double crit from less than 50-50 Acrobatics. Steelix is always going to bait Flamethrower. We go to our own Turtonator. Turtonator takes Flamethrower plus Dragon Pulse, and then has an Oran Berry. And Oran should be enough, right? 24 and 188 is the damage we can take, and then we take 10 away from that for the Oran. So we can be at 31 HP worst case, and stored power does 22. Toxic Rest, Iron Defense, Soy. Actually used it on my team the first time I played Gen 2 because I thought HP meant better mon. True. Turtonator will bait exactly Shadow Ball from Poltegeist. We can go to Lopunny, and Lopunny Megas fakes out U-turns, and then we just alternate U-turns with we alternate Crobat U-turns. Yeah. Sorry. So Crobat and Lopunny will just U-turn. Eventually we will KO the Teapot. We won't use a second Fake Out because Fake Out crit kill is a problem. As long as we KO on a U-turn, we can go to Mence. Mence is going to be 83 HP and drop down 33 more to 50. 50 means we're dead to Boom Burst, so Smeargle comes in and promptly dies to Choice Band Dual Wing Beat. That'll give me Shuckle last, and we'll take another 33 damage, so from 50 down to 17, and Knockoff will always see a kill there, so we can switch to Lopunny. Lopunny takes maximum of 9 HP, so we can Fake Out and U-turn safely, and then we'll have Steelix tank a Knockoff or an Infestation, and with the tiny bit of chip from Lopunny, even without the Metal Coat, we should be able to just win with 2 Heavy Slams, even if he Shell Smashes after we hit him once. Yeah. that looks pretty good to me. We just got to dodge the one little piece of fiction. I tried desperately to find a line around the double crit because it's early enough in the fight and it's like kind of a sack if it happens. Oh well. Scripting. Let's get these guys set up. All right, no statuses, just pre-damage. Yeah. Pre-damage, and then Salamence needs to go to 116. And that's it. Citrus full HP, Oranberry full HP, leveled up, Citrus Berry full HP, Lopunite 10 HP, just like super scary, but correct. Oh. And then we will poison as we walk in. So we switch in once, we switch back. We switch in once, we take a tick, we switch out. We switch in again, we take a tick, 2 ticks of 33. It's 50, then 17. Yep. Okay. I guess. Yeah. We have the choice band, we have the metal coat. One, two, three, four. This is one of those better be right lines. You better be right or you're screwed. Yeah, I feel pretty confident about it. But when you're starting a Pokemon at 10 HP, it doesn't feel great. Okay, we beat Leela and Roy, and we intentionally did this optional earlier, so I didn't have to worry about it. Repellent active. Okay, this guy is like actually visible, so I'm gonna go all the way over. Okay. Okay, I need to save here. I need to pre-regular poison meds. Full 10 poison band, full Orin. Get our metal coat knocked off. Cool. I think we got this. And I always double check the penguin move set because I've screwed that up before. It cost myself a smudge silk. All right, let's get in there. All right, so turn 1, Penguin Surf. Brings us all the way down, and this is very likely to be Shell Smash. There's the Sturdy. There's the Shell Smash. Okay. This guy's a physical attacker. It now sees kill with Earthquake and nothing else. It is very fast. It is very everything. Penguin W, indeed. Unfortunately, Penguin has no other job on this fight. It doesn't even matter that that happened. We go to Bat Chest. Doesn't matter. When he's 1 HP, Modest does not matter. Does not affect. We are faster than +2 Crustle, so we can U-turn. We KO. We go to Salamence. We really need to see Minior here. We take the poison. We get the Intimidate. We get the Minior. There's the Intimidate. Man, that took super long to end. You know, I just thought of a play around for my double crit problem that I never... Oh, no, it didn't actually guarantee it, but... Okay. Maybe. So this is the risk. This is... It chooses Acrobatics over Stone Edge when it's high crit AI, and then crits the Acrobatics. It's true. There is risk. There is no longer risk. Huge crit. Okay. Heavy Slam always kills. Not anymore. My risk is not rare. All right, I'm always afraid of weight bugs with Heavy Slam, especially with a Pokemon that has multiple forms. We get the Turtonator. Turtonator minimum roll is 218. I don't even have to check. We go to our standard Turtonator counter, which is, you guessed it, Turtonator. Yes, this Turtonator kills all the Turtonators. His Turtonator doesn't have the correct moveset. It has Dragon Pulse like an idiot, and we have a plus Spadef 31 HP Turtonator. So our guy never dies to double max rolls. In fact, my worry with this Mon wasn't that we would take too much damage. It was that we wouldn't take enough. We're slower. We just take a super effective move to the face. Huge Oranberry here. Big time Oranberry. Oranberry played a role around like there were like 4 rolls of double max roll. But Citrus could have took me into letting the next guy Shell Smash. There's White Herb Bug. This is now Poltegeist for only Shadow Ball. Cheesemo, avert your eyes. It's the teapot. All right. And this is the Mon we abuse. So this guy is clicking the Shadow Ball button. So we go to our 10 HP Lopunny, and Shadow Ball fails. This is now 50-50 Giga Drain stored power. Not that we care this turn. This turn we mega and we fake out. We specifically have to fake out this turn so that Crobat prevents setup. Otherwise, we don't deal enough damage. Importantly, we are never clicking the same move with the same Mon twice in a row, so there's no cursed body risk. Otherwise, Salamence could just chain kill the back three, kind of, sort of. Well, that's not true. It could chain kill this into Smeargle. All right, so we U-turn. All right. There's the cursed body. We don't care. We go to U. Correct. Now that I have full HP Penguin, is Penguin better at any point? Penguin only bakes Shadow Ball, so we can do Penguin once it gets low enough. Which is good, because technically Crobat doesn't have perfect HP for this. It's like so fictional that I wasn't worried. Okay, Giga Drain is the better move. Stored Power does some damage to us. All right, now we U-turn back. Brave Bird always has Killing Roll, so he can't set up. This is Shadow Ball. I think you guys see what's going on here. Okay, we don't fake out. Fake out crit kill is a problem, so we just take our time. Big damage. Technically, if it always chose Stored Power and crit, eventually we would start being in Shadow Ball range on Crobat. That's why the Penguin not getting... whatchamacallit. Penguin not getting Earthquake crit turn 1 was nice. Another Cursed Body. Your ass, Poltegeist. Teapot has never looked so weak. U-turn KO. And this is what all the setup was for. There's another Cursed Body. Only against you is Teapot a demon. All right, now we go Mence. Every part of this fight, everything was set up. We could have organized this in so many ways, but Teapot turn KO with Minior dead is the only way to get the Salamence chain kill so that we have no potential for Moody boosts. So we should take the poison, and then Smeargle should see a kill, and we just kill it through Sash. Yeah, we're faster. Big Intimidate. Smeargle's a lot of things, but defensive is not one of them. And then the pre-damage on both Salamence, the pre-damage and poison on Salamence and Lopunny, who took 0 actual damage yet this fight, was so that Shuckle cannot click Shell Smash ever. So this is guaranteed knockoff into Salamence. 17 HP is the minimum roll of knockoff. So we go to Lopunny. This feels so bad, but it's correct. 4 HP. I love that. All right, this Ken Infestation. Hold on, sorry, wrong Mon. That's so good. Come on, that's almost clip worthy. This is always knockoff. Max roll Infestation is 3. So we get a fake out here. We needed just a tiny bit of chip to support Steelix. And this is all we need. I mean, Shuckle is a joke mon, so we're playing, we got a joke line to match match it. Last time around, this was a Breloom Worry Seed chain kill. No, max roll crit was 9. It was perfect. 10 HP meant knockoff was always an attacking move again. 5 to 9 was the range of damage we could take. And then we go Steelix. And we intentionally get our metal coat knocked off, which I also love. Because that's what you're supposed to do. And then everyone knows that you use Steelix to fast kill Pokemon. So that's what we're going to do. Takes 2 shots unless we crit. This can Shell Smash here. But it's not enough. With the chip damage, he only gets 1 defense boost. Because of the way Contrary Shell Smash happens here. We do 38% minimum. We do just enough. So I took the 40% into double crit risk on Steelix so that I could get riskless Shuckle into Smeargle and Shuckle. I prioritized those two. And this is like barely a kill, by the way. I think he's at 30% because we didn't min roll, but the fake out and the U-turn both mattered. Even just U-turn wasn't technically enough. Swimmer Demon down. All right, and we desperately do not want to run into that trainer with this team, so we're going to go and get a squad that is capable of dealing with an optional. People hate Swimmer Dean, but it ain't too bad. That Beedrill was on winning run. No, we have almost certain Durant unless we fail Repel Manip for the 2nd straight time in Sootopolis. And we really need it to be a good Swarm Durant. I am lifetime 100%. In fairness, it's 2 for 2. It's not that high. Lifetime relaxed hustle. Right, like hustle by itself, all right. You lose 2 50-50s, that's a 1 in 4. How many natures are there? Let's find this out. How many natures are there in Pokemon? There are 25 natures in Pokemon. So that is a 1 in 50. Twice. That is a 1 in 2,500. You know? Why do I like this game? Great question. Sure, but I got the exact nature, right? It wasn't like I got A minus speed nature. I got the same exact nature. Right, I could have gotten, there were 25 chances for me, or there were 24 ways for me to not get relaxed. But I got relaxed. All right, who comes here? Let's bring, well, we can bring Lopunny, we can bring you. Probably bring like Legion. Bring like Corv. Anybody else? Probably not Turtonator. Probably bring like Beware. Oh no, bring the Sceptile. Oh man, I would hate you if that weren't such the perfect line. That is elite troll job. Oh god, somebody pin that. Somebody's got to pin that. Although this Sootopolis encounter could potentially challenge my least likely situation ever. Monkey, you have been cooking recently, by the way. It does not go unnoticed. Jesus. Yeah, if I ever make a highlight video for this, I'm just gonna put all of the Greninjas. Just all of the Greninjas. Ah, yes, 99 followers. I've had 99 followers for a minute, though. You are cooking. That's what you're doing. He is an elite chatter. It's true. It is true and real, as Cheesemo would say. Also, I think Scrappy should cancel out Inner Focus and other non-flinching things. Change my mind. Unfortunately, I do think those things are exactly related. Who needs to get past Brawly? All right, and then there's like another swimmer over here too, right? And then you just dive. You just dive. Like don't spend your time above water. Okay, there's one heart scale. Forget where the other one is. Is it here? 2 heart scales. Great. Got our 126 heart scales. Or is there one more over here? Are there 4? I don't know. What's this? Big Pearl. Big Dill. It happens. Offline doesn't count. And then I think you can surface here. And it's this other weird area, but I don't think there's anything in it. It's literally just here to annoy you. And there's this. Yeah, this other underwater spot that has 3 items that all mean nothing if I remember my anger from before. There you go. Yeah, did you find your heart scale? That is an important question. It happens. All right. Come on, who had this run reaches Sootopolis? Because I sure didn't. I hoped, but even I didn't believe. Welcome. The most welcoming city in the game. Hold on, before anything happens. Where is it? Let me go get the expert belt. Which is the only other item like Life Orb that can boost multiple attacks. Multiple types of attacks in one battle. Very important for the non-Life Orb people. What is up, Clotted? What is up? Yeah. And you don't spend enough time in Evergrande. Like Sootopolis, you actually spend time in. Best city in Pokemon. If not for holding all of the Ludicolo and Emerald Kaizo that get frozen on the Elite Four, it would be the best city in all the Pokemon series. Do I think the Expert Belt should be available sooner? I think there's a case to be made for Castform holding the Expert Belt and the Life Orb becoming available right now. Because having Life Orb for Magma Hideout is a pretty massive power boost that seemed necessary when the game came out, but people have kind of proven it's not necessary. Seafloor Cavern has a massive... to me, Seafloor Cavern's kind of short, and I would like it to have something unique. So... Should you have Expert Belt earlier? Yes, but in the way I look at it, you'd have to be instead of Life Orb, not in addition to Life Orb. The truth is that Expert Belt makes very little difference in the game. If you got it sooner, it could mean something. All right. Let's just pull Sootopolis. But I will show you what's what. Is I have other encounters I can pull. I'm going to do another fight here in a moment as well. it rarely comes up that you want two super effective moves on the same battle to do. Like Urshifu is a life orb user. Um, it helps more with like baiting. I think Expert Belt with some baiting can be useful if you have a pivot mon that can like show some kills to set up things, and it's switching it on multiple stuff. But it's still like it's fairly niche that you have two stab moves that you want to click that are different types on a Pokemon in the same battle, and that Pokemon can switch back in. And Expert Belt is only for super effective moves. There's lots of Pokemon that don't really take advantage of super effective moves for their best damage output. Right, like Chandelure, Expert Belt kind of sucks because Chandelure's thing is one-shotting stuff with neutral damage because it's a broken Pokemon. So here's Sootopolis. Petilil is duped. Flabebe is duped. Beedrill is duped. Ferroseed, Ferrothorn is duped. We have Trico, Grovyle this run. Feebas, Magikarp duped. This is Riolu, which we can Repel Manip, and Durant. Now, as I'm sitting here thinking about this, maybe I don't Repel Manip. I've been just counting this as having Durant the whole game. And I think I'm going to have to pull Durant anyway. I don't think my box can afford for me to make a high-risk, high-reward play. But here's the thing. Lucario has something that you might have noticed. Riolu learns Reversal and Endure. And so you can reliably get yourself to 1 HP on the Elite Four, be useful in a double battle, and do like Choice Scarf Reversal nonsense. That's pretty sick. But I kind of need Durant to beat Archie too. Well, it would be different fights, right? You endure, like, let's say I endure on Phoebe doubles, right? And then I'm at 1 HP in time for whatever the next one is, the Glacia. The problem is I think it's too slow to do the job. What's Hitmonlee's speed tier? Hitmonlee's slower, so if Hitmonlee does it, then Lucario does it. Man. I just can't imagine fitting this guy, because I already have a pretty frail... I don't have a frail box, I shouldn't say that, but in terms of like E4 potential, I don't have a lot of good bulky E4 guys. And well, it'd still be very unlikely to be Lucario. Hold on. But, I mean, I'm not kidding you. There are 2 winning runs of this game, excluding NG+, which I don't know a lot of people's lore, that are done without close combat. Fast close combat specifically. So I think this is worth pausing and thinking about it. Yeah, I looked through because I was trying to inspire myself and be like, oh, surely people have done it. Let's look. Right? Like, first of all, Urshifu's kind of an auto bring. Okay, let's try that again. Load the Pokemon, please. Right? Urshifu, 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 Sneasler, Urshifu, 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 Urshifu. So 25 people in, we have 1. And that's just because Victini one-shots everything without it being super effective. And Bedgebro stuff, right? Like Bedgebro, Prim, Hydreigon. Like, cool, good for you, but I don't have those Pokemon. Like that's how broken your box has to be to do a close combat list. But there's 1. And then Urshifu, 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 fast close combat, and it's not Urshifu, but it's the, you know, like the Encore Lucha stuff. All right, we're not doing that either. Glade close combat from O2. And then AG. AG did it legit. Big man Blastoise, low kick was the only fighting move that came. Like that, mad respect to our boy AG. Insane cook. Close combat. Oh, I missed this one. Stefan did it. Oh no. Urshifu. Blah, 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 blah. Urshifu, Urshifu, Urshifu. Urshifu, Sneasler, Urshifus. There you go. 2. I don't remember. I forget who. But I remember him clicking it like once. Or I remember seeing Weavile low kick on E4. I don't know whether it was Narth or AG. But, like, right, the odds are not good. I think AG also didn't... oh, no, he had Sneasler, right? He had Sneasler for his NG +1. Or maybe he didn't. Did he lose his Sneasler? Forget. Anyway. So, he had it, yeah. So I do really think the answer is, like, 2. Ever. You know, maybe, like, 3 plates or something. So... Pokemon locations. I gotta stop opening this one. I have my own NG Plus encounter sheet with stuff at least written down a little bit. So it'd be 50-50 if I don't repel Manip. If I don't 50-50, then I'm throwing Scolipede at Archie 2 Superior, which has a number of problems. Beware does not got us. No, Hustle Durant. I've had Hustle Durant twice before and used it plenty. It's worse on the boss battles. The not having, because it's not -1 encounter, it's -1 first impression user. It's a hideous ability for Nuzlocking. But Choice Band, Hustle, Smart Strike by itself is a niche, and I think that Entrainment doesn't have... oh, it does have an accuracy check. I was incorrect about that. I think it's incorrect to choose Lucario. I do. I think it's incorrect to roll for it. I think I need... I don't need any help on Wobbuffets. Let's repel Manip for the Durant. I just think it's the correct decision. We need a level 75 Mon. We failed this Repel Manip on winning runs, so it could still happen. Here, we'll Repel Manip with Duralities, since I didn't level it up yet because I'm lazy. All right, what does Durant know? We don't have to worry about anybody else. Riolu is not. We're not scared of Riolu. Oh, it can Final Gambit. Oh, we're definitely not going for Riolu. It can also just have Final Gambit. Ridiculous. That would be awesome. -1 encounter at this point in the game. Thank you. No, thank you. Decision made. Truly -1 encounter. Accessory Entrainment, Smart Strike, First Impression. Intimidate sounds great. Corv sounds great. You sound good, actually. A little Flame Body action. Sure. First ever Duraludon Repel Manip, surely. Magnet Pull Duraludon? Let's go. No, you can't turn it off. You have to leave it on. What we want is plus speed Swarm with a good attack IV. If we're trying to truly fish our wish, that is what we want. But any Swarm Durant would be great. Boing, 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 boing. Shout out to Ben. First try. That's actually wild. That's a 5% encounter. Well, it's not with a Repel Manip, actually, but still super unlikely. Surely Duraludon doesn't just die. We can throw a ball here, right? Oh my god, if he misses an attack, I will cry. Don't do it, man. I'm a nice person. I deserve love. X-Scissor and Smart Strike. Oh, sorry, he can First Impression. Let's put that there too. We take no damage from this guy. It's hustle. Brutal. But known risk. I'm probably going to have to click it anyway, guys. That's the scary part. Ask me anything. How does it feel getting your third relaxed hustle Durant? Well, let's check it first, and then I'll respond to that excellent question. Hustle. Who's a guy? All right, give me an athlete that's all hustle. All right, that's what I need right here. We need to name this guy after an athlete that's just like the consummate try hard. Locker room guy. CMC, I don't know. He's taken himself out of practice. I can't give you CMC. You can't miss like 2 years of your own choice. Nah, I'm out on CMC. He's an incredible. He's not. He's an incredible talent. Right? Anyone who is like drafted in your first round of your fantasy league is not a hustle guy. They are talent people. TJ Watt, also not a hustle guy. These are top players on their team. I'm looking for your like I'm looking for your special teams guy. Your like unloved but is there when you need it. Like if I'm gonna cherry pick off of the Eagles last year, I'm choosing like Avonte Maddox. He's nobody. You don't even care if you re-sign him, but he's gritty, hustle guy, runs the ball the right way. No, that's just the season that we're currently in. Plus, I just don't want to name this guy Kevin for Kevin Durant because that's been played. Jonathan Owens. Do I know who Jonathan Owens is? Is that the Bengals guy? The Bears. He's still a starter, right? We're like Dellavedova. Oh my god, if Dellavedova fit, that would actually be a really good one. Dejan Kulishevsky. Record holder for most. If we can fit that last name, I'll do that. That's a pretty good one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I think it fits. Do we get 10? No, we get 9 characters. But I'm sure you guys will forgive me the spelling. No idea if I pronounced that properly. Oh, it does fit. It does fit. That's an L. Although, actually, hold on. This L needs to be capitalized for what a huge L it is that I got hustle. There we go. Now it's correct. Turn 1 miss. Insane. Let's go check out our amazing... Oh, let's do this too before we see it, before we find out how bad it is. Let's go find out if we were going to get Lucario. Trico, nope. We must know. Petalil, nope. Oh, leading with Intimidate Mon. Smart. Labibi, no. This might take a while. Different Labibi, nope. I want to know. Obviously, this isn't actually how stuff works, but I still want to do it. 3 more and I stop. Yeah, it does look good. All right, I'm done. It's not that important to me to fakely try to convince myself. Hitting all the colors. Why can't I have nice things? This Pokemon does not have special defense. This is the only nature that's worse than Relax. This is worse than the other two. Let's check. Yep. Let's see what else we got. 0 attack? This sure feels like 0 attack, doesn't it? 0 speed. Kill me. Monkey, to finish your redeem. How does it feel to get my third relaxed hustle Durant in a row? What I wouldn't give to have one of those Durants right now. I didn't think I could feel worse. And then this effing guy, man. I just want to add it to the death box immediately. Like this is like rage release, except I can't afford to do it. Like I'm gonna need to use this thing. Yeah, we needed to do work. This was our guarantee. This was our 50% chance at one-shotting what's its face, guaranteed. And now I'm gonna have to rip a wide lens first impression. And I'm gonna have 12% to just like lose. Love that. Love that. Archie was already going to be like 4 sacks if I even get there. And this is just getting worse. Jesus, that huge Yelp. Horrible start. Horrible start to the night. What other dudes can I rip? I got to do, so I can do 126 and 124 underwater immediately, and then I have to do one more fight, and I get access to like 127 through 130. So we're going to go do 126 underwater, and we're going to hopefully get Cradily. And then that would guarantee us 124 Armaldo. What does Cradily get at this point in the game? Penguin takes that, no problem. Okay. Bring Prim. I can do 127. I can get there. I have to do one more fight, yeah. Bring Mr. Superfang guy, I think. Duralon's not bad. It's just going here because it's not leveled up yet. Huntail, get back in your box. I don't want to look at you. Unreal, man. Unreal. 126 underwater. Again, this is Cradley, 60% Armaldo, 20% Amistar, 10%, 10% Dupe Delmise. Just in case we get like trapped for some reason with Delmise, we'll lead with the Ghost type, even though that makes Cradley more annoying. If I couldn't pick one F Mirage Tower, I'm pretty sure it's 3rd floor, because then I'm going for, usually if I'm not going floor 1, I'm going for a 4x fighting resist. If my box doesn't have one, with the upside of like Crobat, Noibat is incredible there. I think all of the other floors are pretty bad unless you're desperate for a dark type. Floor 2 always sucks. Masharna's value's already peaked at that point. Let me look at floor 4. Hold on. Mirage Tower, floor 4. I hate Hatterene, so that makes me not want it. Sigilif Absol's pretty good, but Zoroark is terrible. As a general rule, I try to avoid tables where the most likely outcome sucks. So, right, 40% of that table is Hypno plus Zoroark. No thank you. 3rd floor, at least, Sigilif is the most likely outcome. Zubat, Golbat is the 2nd most likely outcome, and then you have the upside of Gliscor or Scorpy, Noibat. Like, yeah, floor 3 is legit. Floor 1 is legit. Floor 2 would only be if I exactly really want Baltoy, because I don't have a Rapid Spinner. That's the only time I would ever pull floor 2. Yeah, no. So, like, I can see, I think floor 4 in NG Plus, if you have Zoroark duped from a winning run, is legit. But regular, no. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Sorry. In my opinion, horrible. It's ass. Alright. Just show me the Cradley. Alright, we get the Armaldo. That's unlikely. Yes. Yes. I don't think I have to switch out on this guy. Armaldo, Rock, Stone Edge, Rapid Spin, Leech Life. That's nice. And I can get a Protect on this guy if I want it. I feel totally comfortable throwing a Quick Ball. Get wrecked. Ooh, that's real damage. Holy. We do have a Citrus, so I think we're actually still totally safe. But I'm gonna switch. Zoroark is awful. No way to sugarcoat that. Alright, he's now faster than me. So we gotta be a little bit more quick to heal. This is very annoying because of all these Rock Blasts. Stone Edge, Jesus Christ. Guys, this is not supposed to be a hard capture. Thank you. This guy have a low catch rate? 45. Not really, but regular. Losing Corp would go hard here. Why not? We already got -1 encounter. I mean, that looked like real damage. Now let's go get our 124 underwater. Does that change anything? Is this just guaranteed cradily now? Yes. Yeah. The whole point was I preferred Armaldo. Well, I wanted specifically Armaldo and Cradily, and the 126 first was just slightly better odds at that. Why am I making myself go past optionals when I don't have to? I don't need to make this game harder. This game is hard enough for me because Dexa clearly put it in the code to ruin my life. Just mine. HSY, not all dark types are created equal. Zoroark sucks. Straight up, it sucks. I had a plus special attack, special attacking Zoroark, and I had a minus attack, physical attacking Weavile. Zoroark did not come to fights. It sucks. You can roll the encounter if you want to roll the encounter, but you cannot justify it by saying Zoroark is a dark type. It is so frail that it often cannot switch into a resisted crit. No. No. Oh, yeah, I'll just not heal my Pokemon. That's fine. Great idea. It's so bad. Oh god, it's so terrible. Berry. We should Leppa this roost. Let's also let ourselves have a damaging move this time on Corv so we can actually damage this thing down a little bit. So we go... I just want to give him a Leppa Berry. Where is that? Leppa for you. We'll use a couple Orans there. Great. And then give me a Rock Blast. Rock Smash. Yo, wait. Corv learned Strength just to say we used it? Aww. I hate Zoroark more than I hate Carnivine. No, because you don't get Zoroark. You can actively avoid it. There is no way around Carnivine, right? I told you I avoid tables where it's the most likely outcome. HSY made himself a target. You kidding me? Trying to justify Zoroark nonsense. Propaganda. In this channel, we live in objective truth. In my opinion. Facts, logic, and what I think. Are we clear? Cradily. These are the things that we chose to delay in our original winning run, so I feel good that I can have both of these mons available now. Cradley probably leads on whatchamacallit. I don't know. What does Cradley know? Cradley knows Energy Ball, Power Gem, Mirror Coat. Super Fang is a physical move. Is Cradley physical or special? Neither. It has terrible attack. Okay. That's awesome. It knows Mirror Coat. It does Mirror Coat damage. It's fine. At least it got in the ball. Okay. We can go catch our guaranteed Aerodactyl now if we want. Does that feel valuable? I think that feels worth it on 126. I don't think delaying for roamer encounters is all that big of a deal. I can choose Starmie or Aerodactyl. Tough call. I'm not sure. What should I do? It actually would be nice to have a Psychic type. We got our Psychic type killed. Yeah, I love the Spotlight tech. Kill my partner. Like, you already aren't leading Pokemon that kill your partner in doubles. Yeah. Honestly, Spotlight sounded like Follow Me when I first read it. I didn't read the text. I just was like, oh, so like, that's cool. I didn't know Starmie had a Follow Me type move. It's because it doesn't. It does not have that. All right, we should prepare for Aerodactyl capture because it's lowish catch rate. Oh my god, I wonder if I can even do the Mega Arrow fight. But Aerodactyl will be good. Surely it won't be minus speed, right, guys? Right, team? Oh, and it's Tailwind. We don't have Tailwind. This is actually really, really helpful. Stone Edge, Dual Wing Beat, Double Edge, Tailwind. And then we check all the guys. This is like a regular old surf sim. How fun is this? Surely it doesn't happen again. Bring you. Feels like a pretty good time to have Intimidate. I guess I can just bring all of the resists. Why not? Just bring all the resists. Because I'd have to lead Intimidate. I can lead Intimidate though, right? Am I going to be able to run from everybody? Probably not. Final Mon. Nobody's great. I'll just level up Duraludon. Oh, no, bring a... Right, we still have to be able to run from the fight. So we bring a Ghost type so we can run. From all the other guys. He wants me to click buttons. He wants me to click the buttons. Sorry, this game's out to get me. All right, and I'm pretty sure there's a guy like outside of the city, right? Yeah. All right. 126 surfing. Dupe. Surprised he didn't give late game Sharpedo Pursuit just for stupid encounter problems. It's one mechanic of Nuzlocke I don't like. The number of ways that you're supposed to not get encounters at critical junctures. And just like I understand that it adds difficulty, but not in a fun way. Even though people enjoy the clips, like I think we can all agree that it's a lot more boring to watch people not have tools. Yeah. Now, I don't like guaranteed catch mechanics either, like people that just master ball their way through the game. I like that you have to think to catch Pokemon that are fundamentally hard to catch. I don't like that the Pokemon delete themselves with High Jump Kick and Final Gambit. Like that, if I were designing the game, like there would never be a route that you had to choose that had like a Boommon on it. If you got to choose different things and there's like risk reward, I'm down. But just like Fiery Path, is that what it is? Yeah, Fiery Path, where it's just like you can get an exploding Weezing or an exploding Camerupt, and then that's the only choice you have. You couldn't go to a different table and like take a different option. I hate that. And it's just not hard to build your encounter pools to, right? Like these are all custom encounter pools, custom level up learn sets. So it was an intentional choice to put them in the pools that way. Like most of those Pokemon aren't all that common. Okay, this guy is Double Edge, so we'll learn pretty quickly if it has okay, there's some chip. It's actually Roost once. Cause Stone Edge. Boom is actually too useful. I'm glad the game doesn't have a Boom tutor. I don't think it's that hard to avoid them being in the 4 move slots when you're encountering the Pokemon. Like you put so much time into these games so that people play them, and those are the kind of things that make people not want to play the game. You could, but that's like harder coding work. Like loading in learn sets is like a one-time thing. You can write them down and do them. You don't have to play test it very hard. So I'm trying to be reasonable that it takes a lot of effort to make these games. And so like you can nitpick all kinds of things, and sure they could be better, but this is a mechanic that was thoughtfully put into the game, and I argue that it makes the game less fun. In a way that doesn't add to the difficulty in an interesting way. Hard captures are already a thing. This just gives you like the chance to lose them on, and it's not skill based. I am anti non-skill based hardcore Nuzlocke experiences. All right, we had like a mini sim here. Who am I missing? I'm missing my terrible Durant. Let's put that next to the friends. All right, let's remember, this is all the bad luck we needed in a day. All right, right. Bottom half attack, minimum speed, 4 defense, useless SPDEF, awful. L. Probably worse, minimum speed probably worse than minimum attack. Like, we would rather have minimum attack Swarm than minus speed Hustle. Oh, naughty. It looked naughty. All right. That's very solid. You did. You did indeed. About time you got something right. Cradily probably just wants bulk and is terrible. It's not terrible's not fair. It's whatever. I don't know if I don't even know if low HP hurts or helps. Like, technically lower defense and SPDEF means I take more damage for Miracle Coat. I don't know. Magic Coat, whatever. I don't know. This guy probably comes to Shelly and dies. Like, whatever. Oh, can I Mirror Coat Kyogre? Is that a thing? Because I have better ways through Shelly than I do Archie. Right now, Kyogre needs a sack, but it kind of works. Usually takes a scale. Oh, I love when it takes a scale. And it doesn't risk a crit. And then Lonely. 0 speed. Why can't any of my good Pokemon have speed? Like, there's this, it's unreal. The full game, adversity speech. The likelihood that every encounter for the entire game is so ass is unbelievable. I'm like 3 for 70. It's because I have so many freaking scales. Yeah, I'm just swimming in scales and candies. The resources. At least it's already fast. 130 speed. It's not minus speed. It's still going to be faster than a lot of things. I don't know how often that'll come up. I don't know. It may not actually come up all that much. Truthfully. I'm sure it'll come up on one pivotal fight, though. Let's save. We haven't saved after any of these. And let's do the Tailwind double, so at least we get to Seafloor Cavern. I believe this is one of those bug fights where you actually don't know whether you're going to get left guide. Thanks, Clotted. Well, our luck has been impeccable so far. Let's get to these guys in the calc, too. Have a great night, friend. It's unreal. I think Arrow does stuff on this fight, though. He's still pretty darn fast, ain't he? Yeah, maybe we cook a new line. Because I have a line, but it has like a weird 50-50 in the middle of it that I don't like. And now we have an Aerodactyl. An Aerodactyl's fun. All right. Problems. What are my problems? Doubles. So problem Lucario can detect, and Staraptor can click Tailwind. I don't really care about the Tailwind because we can match it. The idea is just to dual Wing Beat through the right side with Sharp Beak. Actually, I don't even think I care about Lucario having slow kill. Flash Cannon's not a high crit move, so that's fine. Let's just show fast kills on the left. How do you do with Lucario? Scolipede takes 1 billion damage. That's good. That's real good. How about Raptor? Or Sceptile? Nope. Alright, the other thought was go Scarf Shandy lead, which was my original lead. Scarf Shandy outspeeds and KOs Lucario, and in this case, we can just kind of match the Tailwind. How does matching the Tailwind feel? So we just overheat Lucario, and we Tailwind. And we would be the fastest Tailwind, right? Yeah. Nope, that doesn't work. All right, so maybe I can just swap Arrow for like Ments in my original line. Let's go back. Oh yeah, that seems good. All right, so we lead Choice Scarf Chandelure. Chandelure can KO Lucario. Staraptor sees itself not killing me. And so if we lead a partner that's also not dead to it, like Caracosta, we can get guaranteed Tailwind turn 1 from Raptor. Caracosta is nice because it baits all the kills from Lucario, so Lucario can't protect. So full HP Costa seems pretty good. We can't protect turn 1 though because then Raptor's not controlled. So turn 1 we go to Scolipede, who can be exactly pre-damaged to be dead to dual Wing Beat, which is like 1% and overheat. Right, Scolipede takes nothing from Toxicroak. So we overheat turn 1, we switch to Scolipede. Tailwind goes up on their side. There are 3 more turns of Tailwind. Scolipede protects on overheat and dual Wing Beat. We go to Aerodactyl. Yup. Oh yeah, Aerodactyl's great. Okay. We go to Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's not dead to anything. Tailwind is up. So sorry, we protect, we go to Aerodactyl. Then we switch to Caracosta. So to protect Tailwind turn 1. Protect, go to Costa. Sorry. Man, I cannot think. Scarf KO turn 1. Tailwind goes up. Go to Scolipede. Protect turn 2. Switch an Aerodactyl. Turn 3. Swap these so I can see it visually. Turn 3, Tailwind is still up. Turn 3 is also turn 3 of Tailwind. We go Costa on Overheat plus Dual Wing Beat. We always live. KO. This is the turn where I don't have control over Raptor anymore, right? Yeah. So I switch in Caracosta. I KO you. Caracosta is baiting Fast Kill Toxicroak. Aerodactyl is baiting potentially an attack from Staraptor. So I protect and I KO the Toxicroak, and then the right side is down. And I think Tailwind ends. Right? KO, Tailwind goes up, switch, KO, KO. It's 4 turns. Yeah, so Tailwind's down, barring a high roll crit return. And even then, it's still almost always Tailwind. So we'll just think about that as being Tailwind. So I think we can, surely we can finish this with what's left. Okay. So I'm going to do Iron Ball Scolipede, and I'm going to pre-damage so that I can get Vikavolt from Scolipede. Almost want to just do this my original way. Okay, so that side's down. Let's say we match Tailwind. And I can kind of bring in Shandy. If I match Tailwind, I can Power Gem Raptor. Surely that's fine. And then my slot's correct here. Slot 1 is Shandy, that then becomes Arrow. No. Slots are not right. Why am I struggling with this?
Slot 1 Shandy. Go to Scolipede in slot 2. Protect, go to Aerodactyl. Tailwind is up. Go back to Costa, dual wing beat KO through Sash with Sharp Beak. Toxicroak comes in. Toxicroak sees fast kill into Costa. We protect. We KO Toxicroak. Arrow might take damage. Arrow's in slot 1. Costa's in slot 2. Costa is probably not dead. Might be dead to a crit at this point. Shouldn't be though. So Raptor's gonna Tailwind, and we go. Kind of feels like we go Lopunny. Right, base Lopunny switches in on a random move anyway. And then we can fake out. Yeah. I think I do match Tailwind, go Shandy. So Tailwind up on both sides is the same thing as no Tailwind. Why is the end of this battle somehow difficult? Am I just discombobulated from my ass encounters? I think my original line was also just wrong anyway. Let's go Shandy back in. Oh, because I'm saying Costa's breaking Sash, which I don't know is true. Technically, I can't say that. Okay, so my original line was just incorrect. Okay, do I want to teach Arrow Rock Tomb? Maybe. I think so. I think I teach Rock Tomb over Double Edge immediately. Expert Belt Arcanine, anybody? So we got Raptor clicking Tailwind again, we think. I think we just match the Tailwind. We bring in Arcanine. Now we have Arcanine and Raptor. And sorry, Arcanine and Aerodactyl that we think has been damaged. So everybody's in Tailwind. Rock Tomb does 62. So we can Flare Blitz, sure. And then who's in slot 1 here? Your slot 2, your slot 2, your slot 1. So we have Arrow in slot 1. An Arrow shows fast kill to Vikavolt, so it would always be Hydreigon. And Hydreigon's just going to die to Black Belt Close Combat plus Rock Tomb. Right, we outspeed, we Rock Tomb 24%. Close Combat does enough. Alright, so this just should be fine. And then we'll just bring Fake Out in the back. Alright, I don't think Scolipede even needs the fancy free damage with this version. This guy's a nerve, right? Oh, I'm Rockhead. Sharp Beak. You need a Choice Scarf, which means we need to go get one. Oh, and I have to get it off the meds in the box. Classic blunder. Leaving my choice item on Amon. Okay. You might have some... You don't, okay. Black Belt. Mega Lop, okay. Slot 1, slot 2. I think for me this has always shown up backwards, but Then Mascot is taking no damage, so it needs to already be dead to double dual wing beat, which is 98 times 2, 196. We'll go lower than that, just because. Just because of leveling up nonsense that won't matter. So we'll go to 190. Okay. Cost us level 70, that's correct. Cool. Black belt, yes. Lopunny, yes. Sharkbeak. No pre-status. If you're dead from full, you're dead from full, minus 1 HP. Nobody else is baiting kills the whole fight. Okay, should be fine. Actually might be correct for him not to have an item, but I'm gonna go citrus. You, I'm gonna give an iron ball to, because it will let me bait Vikavolt early if I'm wrong about my other lines. Being slow for fast kills definitely what we want anyway. As bad as the encounters have been, it feels good to have the encounters I chose not to take. I actively chose not to get Guaranteed Aerodactyl, not to get Arfalto, not to get Cradily. So let's see if the routing can pay off. Alright, definitely save in front of this one. Tab in. We are supposed to see Chandelure across from Staraptor. We will reset if it doesn't happen. More item check. Tree Scarf, Citrus Berry, Iron Ball, level 85. Is 85 what I got in my calc? Yes. Thank you, Princess. Appreciate you being here. I'll catch you next time. We taught the Rock Tomb. We taught the Rock Tomb. Oh, let's move these. I don't like the order of those moves. Definitely. Rock Tomb first. Replaceable move first. Stone Edge's ass. There we go. And then we need this black belt, which we have. Gameplay. Okay, Raptor is supposed to be across from Shandy. This is incorrect. So we reset that. Okay, we're not using spread moves, so we don't actually care who's who. We just need to have it be accurate. Sideways, right? Right? Right. There we go. All right, Intimidate goes off and does not matter. Scarf Shandy and Caracosta are both not dead to anything, and Shandy's faster. Sorry. Shandy's the fastest thing on the field, going to fast kill Lucario. Staraptor has to click Tailwind because it sees no kills and is slower than Chandelure. So we free switch here. Okay, the Lucario. This is one of those free Urshifu fights that we have to work hard for because we don't have an Urshifu. It's fine. It's still not that bad. This is one of those fights that shows me I've gotten better because I really struggled to cook this when I first started out. All right, Tailwind is up. There are 3 more turns of Tailwind. All right, we get Infernape. This is dual Wing Beat Overheat. Go Arrow. With Sharp Beak. Fake out Overheat Ape, guys. Aerodactyl is just barely not dead to anything from Ape. Caracosta lives double crit. Triple crit, technically, because dual Wing Beat. And Aerodactyl KOs Ape through Sash. We are slower because of Tailwind. One of the sub games that we're playing is that we need to keep Caracosta at or below level 75 in time to face Juan. So we're trying to be sparing with its time on the field. Even when we bring it to fights, we want to get it off the field when we can. But I think we're okay on that front. Yeah, Swift Swim, my Swift Swim guy can bait Glalie turn 1 Freeze Dry at level 75 guaranteed. Freeze Dry plus close combat. I haven't cooked the fight, but I looked at the lead just to know for this specific mon. Alright, fast kills. Oh, wait a minute. No, this actually works. His Tailwind works in my favor. Tailwind is still up, so we don't have a fast kill into Toxicroak. Therefore, it's not going to fake out my Aerodactyl. This is Protect and dual Wing Beat KOs. Staraptor can target Aerodactyl this turn, that's fine. He doesn't. His ass. All right. One side down. Now, there's level 71. We will put that in the calc. Tailwind peters out. No kills are seen on the field this turn. So I guess I just go... Oh, can I click a Power Gem here? I can totally click a Power Gem here. Power Gem plus Rock Tomb always kills. Alright, Arrow has not been intimidated. Alright, so this is guaranteed Tailwind. So we Power Gem and we match the Tailwind? Yeah. Let's go. Late game Car. Who says Caracosta doesn't click attacks in late game? Just got to have the vision. Okay, let me make one more time be sure. We definitely KO Raptor here. And we definitely show kill to Vikavolt with Aerodactyl. So we don't show kill to Hydreigon. So we get Hydreigon, Tailwind's up on both sides matched, and then we will be the first to move. We'll fast Rock Tomb and Arcanine with Black Belt. We'll do the job. And then we just destroy Vikavolt with Overheat, right? Oh, yes. Huge Intimidate. There's Hydreigon. We close combat and we Rock Tomb. Go Arcanine. Arcanine with another double battle in late game? Who would have thought? Just like the regular Hammy. Can we hit a Stone Edge crit for the people? Hustle. That was Durant's fault. All right, we can go pick up a scale up here. What? Oh, because I have you first. Watch this massive rough skim damage. Bop. Bop. Goodbye. It was a dupe, people. Don't even worry. Hello, Mega Pinsir fight. There's our scale. I should track these now because I picked up a few randoms. I got the two 126 scales. I got this 127 scale. We can change a nature again. Look at that, 5 hard scales. Pay no attention to the lack of candles. All right. And then I think we pull 127 encounter, huh? 127 encounter. Ludi's duped. Pidgeot's duped. Staraptor and Talon are duped. So, honestly, everything here is fine. Even though Pinsir's probably the lowest roll, Mega Pinsir is 155 base attack and good speed. With Aerialite, which probably does some things. So, like, this is really just like we want a good version of whatever we find. Scyther probably isn't the best. Scissor's duped. Scissor would actually help our box a lot, but we can't use it. But we could use Cleavor. I actually don't know if we can evolve. I don't know how to evolve it into Cleavor, since this doesn't say. Surely we can. Surely it doesn't actually come with sheer force either. It can't evolve. You just get Scyther. You have to catch the 1% Cleavor. That's stupid. That's very stupid. Okay, so that would be the low roll. Although I suppose we could swarm X Scissor, Choice Scarf, the Archie's guy. Yeah. Falto is a Scyther believer, and it's Modcom's favorite Pokemon, but hard to believe this is going to be very valuable for my box at this point in the game. All right. So we got to prepare for a good number of things. Volcarona is a problem. Yep. Makes sense. Do we have anybody that's like super Spadef tanky? Actually, Magmortar does a pretty good job of walling that. Okay, how about Scorbunny Reboot? I'm sure there's yep, of course. So there's like jump kick nonsense. I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to repel Manip here. I think repel Manipping away from a 119 base speed, base attack Blaze Pokemon is dumb. But they shouldn't be dealing big damage to me with their 86 attack isn't nothing. We'll come back to that. I'm pretty sure that Corv hard walls Togekiss. Okay. That's funny. Don't have to prepare for those guys. This one, Thrash, Night Slash, X Scissor Slash. That sounds like Penguin doing work. Pinsir, Mega Horn, Superpower, Body Slam me first. And it's got me. Or like Shandy. Shandy kind of got me there. Let's go Legion. And then Heracross probably is also Legion. Nope. Close combat, counter, throat chop, X Scissor, maybe Mega Horn, not sure. Probably Mega Horn. I think it's level 70 plus. Close combat, guys. It exists. It's real. It's real. Prim actually resists all of those things, but Prim ain't that bulky defensively. Could bring Scolipede actually. I think I'll bring Masquerain. It's not the best answer into that, but we got Corv, Intimidate will be nice. Volcarona trap me? No. Okay. All right. Encounter time. I think Mence is the correct lead for running from fast stuff. This spot. Can't make this shit up. Oh my god! I should have just waited for the roamer. Unreal today. Absolutely unreal. How does he do it? You're much more excited about that Scyther than I am. Have you been paying attention, Dutch? Do you not know what happens on this channel? There you go. Not even, never a doubt. 3 speed minus attack. There you go. Surely. Surely, he said. Like it's his first stream. Like he hasn't been here all run. All right. Let's it's a guaranteed ability here. Swarm is the only ability it can be. So let's revisit. We had basically 5 guaranteed encounters. Technically, we could have got an Amistar, but this was almost guaranteed to be these 4 encounters. And we got, other than our Maldo, we got, well, no, we got Lonely here. This was good. But you got 0 speed. So I'll call that, I think that's still above average. Above average arrow. Horrible Durant. Good Armaldo. Bad Cradley. Absolute horrible version of the worst mon on the route. Along with all of the other huge hits along the way. I think it's time for a box tour. I don't believe you're allowed to level it up to Cleaver, Lowry. That's what Dutch tells me. In the decks, it simply says evolves from Scyther with nothing. So it evolves, but you can't evolve it, is how I'm reading that. It's an evil item we don't get. Black Auguryte. Sheesh. Okay. Okay, Dexa. So, yeah. Let's remember all the hits. 0, 5, yup. This guy was good. Maddening Kabutops. Gift IV's worst version of it you could get. Minus speed Mian Zhao, yup. Who else was an L? Zoroark just sucks in general. Minus speed Pidgeot, yup. L. World's greatest Druddigon. Modest Talon Flame. Yup. Calm Luxray. Yup. Minus defense tank. Thank you. 0 attack, 3 speed. Floatzel. Yup. Phone number Sandslash. I scaled attack. Yup. What else we got? Good Beware. Okay Arcanine. Solid Arcanine. Good Arcanine even. Calm Mighty we know well. This guy's the GOAT, but 1 defense on a Shell Armor guy. Minus attack. 0 HP. 1 special attack. The worst Urshifu you've ever seen. Minus special attack Prim. 2 scales on the 31s. 0 attack Swift Swim. GOAT. 005 Calm Nature. Love it. Our mascot. Fine. Good. Meh. Minimum speed. Minimum speed till we scaled it. Minus defense wall. We have a lot of minus defense walls. Doesn't matter because it's sturdy. We scaled attack. Modest. So many modest physical attackers. My God. 0 speed. Horrible. Great. Horrible. Horrible. Who else we got? Fine. Box Warmer barely matters. It's come to 1 fight, and it was awful at that fight. It speed tied in a stall strategy. It's terrible. Wailord. Horrible no matter what. What do I care? But 0 special attack. Huntail. Just horrible. The world's worst Carnivine of all time. And it's Golem that I hate. Jesus. God, we got some woats. We got some woats. Sorry, I gotta get a screenshot of this one too. All right. All right. While I did some cooking of Seafloor Cavern, and I think the first fight is almost riskless, I would like to cook these fights with my new box. Dude, I feel like my box got worse with these encounters. It's actually unreal. Other than Aerodactyl. I somehow feel like the average quality of my mons decreased, which seems statistically impossible given how many ass encounters I've had to this point. Even Pinsir would have been better. Like, think about that. Imagine living in a world where you find an encounter on a table with Pinsir and get the Pokemon that's worse than Pinsir, and then get an ass version of it. That is hard to do. But we do things like that every day here on the channel. every day. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's put all these underlevel guys down here. Um, minimum speed. Oh my god. Oh my god, Durant. Clearly, I should just delete the game and reinstall it. Honestly, probably would fix a lot. The adversity is real. The one thing we do have is a full box. I feel like I haven't had a full box in a long time. So let's put Eel and over here. Let's fill these up. I just want to see the box. Have you ever seen a box one with Magmortar in it? I think that tells you everything you need to know. One, two, three. Yeah, there's like 5 Pokemon. There's like 10 Pokemon. Not 10. There's like 6 Pokemon in this box that have 1 or 0 frags in the run. All right, I think that's it for me. I'll peek at this to see if something immediately pops. I'll show you the line I do have. And that's kind of it. I can lose to somebody in Showdown or Ranbats. All right, Veil would be up. The initial idea is to go... Oh, can I just use, like, Armaldo for this stuff now? I don't think so. So sorry. The idea was Penguin lead, and we go Iron Ball, Icy Wind, and Defog. So the thought would be that turn 1 we defog, he probably clicks Focus Energy. If not, Draco crit. Draco double crit would mean Penguin's dead, but it's like 80% to click Focus Energy turn 1 or something. And then if it does, turn 2, we could Icy Wind and drop its speed by 1 with Veil down. So we do 12%. We go to Prim on a guaranteed Draco, although it will be calcing with crits on. Still always, yeah. And then after the chip, Moonblast always kills. It can't agility because we're Iron Ball to still be slower. So full HP Prim. The point is full HP Prim as opposed to 75% Prim, which beats Honchkrow. So we always get Zone, Thunder, Fast Kill, although it can Mirror Coat on the switch in. We don't care if it does. We go to Steelix. Steelix laughs in the face of Magnezone. On Thunder Mirror Coat, KOs with Soft Sand Earthquake. We always get Gorbis Surf afterwards. Nobody else deals enough damage because they're all special attackers except Crobat. Crobat just sucks. Is Crobat a fake special attacker? Gorbis always Surf, can't Shell Smash. We just go to Sceptile. Sceptile one-shots Gorbis with Energy Ball. We could use Giga Drain. It thinks so, that's true, but it's not steel, it's not sturdy. It's not Sisyphus's Togedemaru. We have to pre-damage sorry. We have to pre-damage Sceptile enough to get fast kill Crobat Air Slash Sludge Wave, which isn't that hard in singles. Oh, nice. Yeah. So we just, we pre-damage 5%. We get Air Slash Sludge Wave. We go to Magnezone. What's that? Yep, that would be worse. Yep, we go to Magnezone. Magnezone usually gets a free switch in, and then he can't set up because we KO, so we just hit him with a Thunderbolt. And then this is the imperfect part, but we are always taking at least 11%, so we're always going to get Honchkrow for fast kill. Honchkrow can't substitute because we kept Metal Sound the entire game. So it's always Superpower. And hey, that's nice. That's very nice. Sorry, so on Superpower, we can go to Prim, who's full HP. Get him to -1/-1, and then he's going to always click Brave Bird or Substitute. We don't care if it's Substitute anymore. We go to Steelix. We bait another Superpower. Technically, we might not be able to take another one, but we should be able to. If not, Steelix probably takes another one. And then, so the idea is to get him to -3/-3. And then once he's -3/-3, oh, can we just, no, because of Quick Claw. What about you? How about Draco? Originally I said Drapion for this, but yeah, no, that's better. Let's just go to the Drapion thing. So we think Drapion can chain the last two, is the idea. So we'll have -3/-3 pre-damaged guy, and we're gonna out-heal his damage with Leech Life. And if he's Brain, if he has substituted, then we still don't really care, because we're just going to Leech Life heal the 12.5% off of the sub, and then heal everything else back. With the Brave Birds he does to damage himself, he should actually be dead to like Leech Life plus the 25% anyway. So we should finish pretty full. Worst case, we can leave him on like 1 HP and take a -3 Brave Bird. So let's say we're 75%. We still wouldn't die to any 2 Quick Claw hits, and we could just Poison Jab twice. Not to mention we can hold a citrus berry. So I think it's free except for the lead. And so I'd like to look at my other guys and see if I have something else. Not quite. Nope, you'd be faster. That's no good. I don't think I have a way to KO Kingdra through Veil. Nothing's that good. Yeah, so I think ultimately I will run this. I just don't think tonight is the night to run it. It's midnight, and I have nothing else really cooked in Seafloor Cavern, so I'm not going to make it any farther if I do. So I think I'm gonna raid somebody, unless there's something else y'all want to do. Thanks, Monkey. Always appreciate you hanging out. Your laptop decided to become a black screen. Well, that's not good. Well, here, we're going to raid Nez because we're in his stream title. That is hilarious. I like that. That sounds very annoying, I agree. King Ezuha. He's probably in and out. Later, friends. Thank you for being here.